Be proud and sing our national anthem.
Yep.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond High School. There is not a prettier or better song in the world than that national anthem right there. Thank you to all of you who have served and are serving. Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons is sitting to my left. Tristan Dooley on camera. Jason Robbins, our producer. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube channel as we do a lot of, we don't, but Jason Robbins and Tristan do a lot of Rich community events as well as Richmond Community School events. Although Scott and I will be doing hockey come Winterfest. Looking forward to that. We talked about it last time. We're going to have to work on our lingo a little bit. We know the game, but we just probably don't know the lingo. So the Blue Devils got shocked. The Blue Devils got shocked or beat by Armada at Armada, and got beat pretty good up there in Croswell. Croswell is the team to beat, and everybody will be chasing them. But this Almont team here comes in is going to be very tough to beat. They're very well coached, very disciplined. They had a great run in football. They will not be intimidated. You better bring your A game because they're going to execute. And we've seen it for the last 3-4 years. Ever since John Hall has gotten come to the Raiders. Blue Devils lose here. I don't see Croswell losing 3 times. Twice maybe. I don't even see that. But twice maybe. 3, forget about it. So Blue Devils lose. I think they're battling for second.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's, you know, I hope I'm wrong, but, you know, I just don't see it. You got to steal games on the road, but you got to defend your home court. So far, the Blue Devils have lost twice on the road. And we taught, you know, Armada's a tough place to play. I've been on the coaching staff where we've beaten Armada in this gym by almost 40, and then you go there and lose by 2, and that's what happened the other night. Right. But we'll see how the Blue Devils respond if they're a contender or not. You shake your head at that loss at Armada, but it has happened in the 22 years I've been here. But how we respond here will set the tone for the rest of the year. Right off the bat, Armada gets it, or Almont gets it. Roble puts it in.
Little man-to-man.
Marcus Thompson running the point, turns it over. He's going to call Marcus on the block, and is that an and one? Did it go in? Number 3.
Yep, he did.
Bordeaux. He's a good ball player. I remember him from last year, and I'm reading these names, and a lot of the same guys that we called during the football season. Yeah. And we called him twice.
We blasted him. That is a quick 5-0 start.
Yes, it is. Almont. And, you know, you don't like to come down and you don't like to be flat right off the get. You know, at Michigan State and their 2 losses in the Big Ten, coming out flat at Purdue and it got blown out. They came out flat last night in Indiana and came back and battled and could have won it in the end. But you put yourself in a hole.
You got to get out of the gate.
Davion with the floater, 2 with the foul. Sable. I will say I like that, though, because usually Davion doesn't like to take it to the hole and avoids contact, so that's a good sign.
Absolutely. It'd be nice if he makes both here. Kind of get team confidence. There you go.
Yep, that first point, those first buckets, sometimes the toughest one to get. You know, you settle into the ball game.
Yep.
It's going to be a very physical game. You know, Blue Devils are more of a finesse team. But I'm looking at these builds of these kids from Almont. Some tough-looking kids, and that explains why they made a run to the finals. They had a 10-point lead in midway through the third and kind of gave it away against Lansing Catholic.
Good box out.
Well, the call there, and what most people don't understand is you gotta be established.
Exactly. He wasn't established. He jumped from the back court to the front court.
Right.
Yep.
He wasn't established. His left foot was established, but his back foot wasn't, so he was still halfway not established, and that is the correct call. But that over and back call changes it seems like it changes every 5 years. It's got to be 3 points. It's got to be the ball. It doesn't have to be the ball. It could be any part of the. I mean, it's changed so many times. But that was the correct call by the interpretation of the current rule. This is excellent ball movement by the Raiders. They're good job by Schweiger. He's the X factor in a lot of games. Shorman from the nice hustle there. And that's going to be a shooting foul.
We got Chapman.
Northam, nice job following and get that rebound. Yeah, I like to see the minutes and the play out of that kid. He has worked hard for everything that he's gotten, and just a hard-working, nice kid. It's good to see that it's paying off and being rewarded. I shouldn't say being rewarded because he's earned it by his hard work. That one rolls around, finds the bottom. But Schweiger, we've talked about him in the past. He's the X factor, you know. And when Connor's in there, he's the X factor too. Can turn a game around with his size and rebounding ability and changing shots.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, they chipped away with a chance to take a lead now.
I like the strategy here, though, having Connor and Schweiger not playing at the same time because they're the same ball player.
Sure.
And this way you can keep them both fresh because you're going to need their physicality. Those are our two physical.
Got them on the floor.
Those are our two physical ball players, and finesse and basketball savvy. I give the advantage to Richmond, but athletic ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Almont kids are hard-nosed kids.
Yeah, they are. That's number 2 coming out for Almont.
Yeah, it's the second.
He's a shooter. He flat out can shoot, and having him on the bench helps.
Ooh, I thought maybe he split his feet and walked there.
That's a travel. There it is.
Yep.
Yep.
That Chapman we were talking about, 23, is wondering if he's going to play anywhere. He's got the body to play at the next level, at football.
Yep.
Nice pass.
Oh.
Coach Hall's frustrated because they did everything right there except put it in.
Yes, they did.
And that happens. Shorman from deep. Nothing but net.
That's a good sign.
Brandon
right there.
Shorman. Yes, it is, because you're down 5-0.
Sign.
Yes, absolutely.
Great sign for Richmond.
But that Chapman, he had some big catches and some big plays all year long, but none more than down there in Ford Field. And he can play at the next level. I'm not saying, I'm not saying a Clemson or an LSU or anything like that, but he could definitely play at the next level. He's a good athlete. Nice pull-up jump shot there by Roble against Thompson. Thompson's got to learn to push him out, push him away from the basket a little bit. That's well, when I played, that was traveling.
It looked like you got one extra one in there, didn't it?
Yeah. 5 from the corner, way off. Seven. Good take.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's calling offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to come to a. You can't run the floater in the lane when they're coming out and they got position. You got to go vertical. You got to go straight up and down.
Chapman was standing there for about.
Oh, he was there all
day.
Yeah, I think he might have had some s'mores going. He was in there
Right,
camping.
Yeah, he's waiting for it.
Warren checking into the game. Grabowski checking in the game, as well as Snyder. 30 in for Pape, in for the Raiders. Nice floater there by Chapman. Doesn't fall.
Good out.
Nice poise there. Timeout, Almont. You know, it's a good timeout here because, you know, it was just 7-7. You had a somewhat possession down here you're not happy about. And Snyder goes the distance. I like everything Hall does. Who was the run? You know, I'm looking at their roster here, Almont. And in Hellebuck, I don't see him, the quarterback. He's not a basketball player unless he's, I thought, was he a sophomore?
Yeah, we don't have their JV.
So maybe he was, maybe, I'm not sure. Roble had some nice runs.
Yeah.
I can't remember, who was their big running back? Nash, Pape, they did.
I don't recognize the names of running backs on the rest of the roster other than Roble.
So the Blue Devils still pressing. See what Almont does here out of their timeout.
Man-to-man, Austin Warren checked in for Richmond.
14, Blake Cody in the ball game. Oh, you got to keep your feet there. But see, that's his athleticism. He moves well for a big man.
He does.
Number 11, Rail, also in there for Almont. Number 5, Koenig. 14. A little bit of body, a little bit of a hand check there. 3 minutes. You don't mind that call if they call it both ways, and they call it all night.
Right.
Get the hands off, set the tone early. Nice pass. Yep. Number 5. Well, see, he's mad because he got all ball. He absolutely got all ball, but you hit him with your mid body and through the back and over.
He used his left arm as a bar to climb up on his back too. So yeah.
But not a bad foul there because you don't want to give up a layup. Austin Warren makes the first. You know, Almont's another one of those teams where you better win at home because it's hard to win in Almont.
Right.
Austin Warren's second one, nothing but net. Blue Devils extend that lead to 5.
Basically an 11-2 run right now, right?
Or 11-7, yes.
Yeah, 11-2 run. Because we were down 5-0.
Yes.
Good steal.
Davion
Get the layup.
comes up short. Good quickness there. Now Davion on that one is, you got to go up and finish. And he was hesitant on that. I don't know if he was hesitant to get blocked, but that just looked awkward.
I think he was expecting contact and it never got there. Bartolomucci into the game. Got some subs coming back in for Almont. 4 and 3 checking back in. Robo and Bordeaux got their quick breather.
giving Chapman.
I like you mentioned this earlier, having Cracchiolo and Schweiger switching. Schweiger's getting a nice little break right now. Going to come in fresh. And I wouldn't be surprised when he does come back in if Richmond doesn't start pounding it down there and get a little work on it. 14-2 run right now.
Nice shot there. That's a big one. Blue Devils up 7. Blue Devils good answer there by 5. Yeah, a little hand gesture or wave to the crowd.
Yeah.
Then he gets caught for the hand check.
That's 2 on him now.
20 checking in. Halleman. Now, you know, it's 14-10. It was just, you know, 14-7. I can guarantee you right now. Nice pass. Bartolucci had his hands ready.
Yep. That's why your point guard is so dangerous there too.
Yep.
If he's looking to pass first, he's
yes.
very dangerous.
Yeah. Bordeaux from deep doesn't get it. Connor getting up, not just worried about his height, actually getting up and jumping. Good to see. But this is a situation here where that's a freshman mistake. Don't be getting fancy with the ball. Don't get fancy with the ball.
That's 2 on him now.
Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
But this Raider team is not going to go in.
No,
they are going to claw. They are going to scrap. They are going to fight. And it's one of those games where the Blue Devils need to keep extending their lead. If they're up 5, they need to make it 7. They're up 7, they need to make it 9. And they need to keep extending it because they let them hang around. And it's a game with 3-4 minutes to go. The more physical, more in shape team probably going to win. Good board there by Connor.
He's probably got 4 good ones already.
Yes, he has.
Good push. Oh boy.
Connor from deep. Probably not the shot the coach wanted. 16-10, less than a minute. It's been a fast. There's been 9 fouls called. You know, that's a lot for a first quarter, but it's been a fast moving quarter.
Those 9 fouls had to be called though. They weren't.
Yeah, they weren't ticky-tack. There's no doubt about it. 34 seconds left. Good movement here by Almont. Nice patience. Blue Devils did everything right except box out on the weak side.
Should look to hold it for the last shot here.
Looks like that's the plan. We'll see what they do here. You want them to
go with around 6 or 7 maybe?
Yeah, about 7.
Yeah, here we go. Good try.
Not a bad look,
No.
you know, nice move there by Connor. It was a good look, just didn't get it up enough on the glass, and Davian didn't have just quite enough time to get it and put it back in.
There you go, Schweiger back in.
So you got Schweiger back in, you got Northam, and you got Shorman, and they should be rested.
Yeah, fresh bodies.
No, he's putting Marcus Thompson back in. That surprises me a little bit. Maybe he's going in for Austin. He's got 2 fouls, and you got 24 minutes to go. That's a lot of time. If Marcus is in, that kind of surprises me.
They got time. They're winning right now, so I think you can get away with him on the bench as long as you're winning.
Yeah, exactly. And Austin Warren's a good ball player.
Absolutely.
He doesn't hurt you. He doesn't throw the ball away.
Nope.
You know.
And they're running good offense right now. Even at that last possession here, they went with enough time, got the shot off with enough time that if you missed it, you got a rebound, and you had the rebound chance.
Right. It'll be the Blue Devil ball with the possession, third quarter, or second quarter.
Yeah.
It's been fast, but it hasn't been that fast.
Right.
Austin bringing it up.
Almont stick with the man-to-man defense still.
Nice play.
He got bumped in one. Ooh, good catch.
Yes, he did. That could have been an and one. Probably a good no call.
Yeah.
You know, a little ticky-tack. As physical as this game's going to be tonight. Now, I'll talk about it during the break here. Blue Devils up 6. This is one of those where you need to stop and you need to build the lead.
Yeah, good rebound.
Austin bringing it up. See.
I'd rather the same play. Got a layup out of it last time. Here you go. Nope.
Shorman in the corner. The good patience here by the Blue Devils. Like what I see, they're not forcing it. Work for a good shot. Build that lead. Davion, that's off. I was going to say it could be over the back. Yeah, and you hate to see that. You don't need to be. You know, he had his hand on his back as he was tipping it up. Gave him a little bit of advantage to be able to tip it to a teammate. This Bordeaux here, number 3, stocky kid, good-looking athlete. He's
good hands. Got to finish.
Nice.
There it is. That's how you do it. Another timeout. Great job.
That's a nice play. Coach Hall calls timeout. His team's down 8. He knows what it's like to, when teams make runs, to keep them from expanding that lead.
Yeah.
Nice play there by Shorman, too, because Chapman wanted nothing more than to swat that.
Exactly. He wanted to swat it. Great heads up, cerebral play. That's like that's what you're trying to teach your kids in 5th and 6th grade, right?
Except they do the jump shots, like,
yeah,
and then it's
exactly
a little travel.
Right, exactly.
Traveling. But what I was going to say is, you know, down at the middle school level, we're happy this year we were able to add a 3rd team. We got a lot of kids out. We have 7th grade team of 12, an 8th grade team of 12, and we have a 7-8 mixed team that right now we're at 13.
That's wonderful.
That's great.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, so almost 40, almost 40 kids in the program, playing, getting some experience.
Yeah. Fouls are starting to even out here as we go through 6 and 4.
Yeah, they usually do. Usually do tend to even out. And the other part of that is the aggressive team normally gets a little bit few more calls.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. He clearly bumped. He had all ball, but then he bumps him with his body. That's clear foul. Be black underneath. Almont will be Richmond will be shooting with the next foul. 2 away for the Raiders. Nice play by Bordeaux. Yeah, Bordeaux was ready. He was. He's pickpocketed a couple times. Shorman up and over. That would have bounced this way. It wouldn't have been out. Chapman taking it out.
Richmond needs to get a stop here. You don't want to give Almont any momentum or confidence here. They've been playing good defense for the better part of this half.
Well, and that's what we said. Right now you're up 6. You want to make it 8. If Almont comes down here and knocks it down, they could, cut it to 4 or even 3.
Right.
And keep believing.
Yeah.
Keep your foot on them and keep building that lead. Bordeaux in and out. That was everything but down. Chapman, they didn't grab it.
Nope.
That's off black. Yep, that was right.
Yep.
Good hustle play there by Almont. And Northam. Northam tipped that ball and then it tipped off black.
As a coach, you like seeing your guy get on the floor.
Get on the floor, get on the ground, want that ball. Defensively, you want to tie him up. Offensively, you want to take care of that and not lose it.
Good in.
Shorman and one. Nice take, finished with his left. Nice job. Schweiger checking in. 6 on the court for Almont. 4 checking back in. Roble.
You know, I think Almont's best shooter is still on the bench. Number 2.
You said it. He got that early.
He got there early. He's on the bench. He's out there now. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd run a play for him.
Shorman frustrating Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Bartolomucci, Blue Devils showing their speed. We said, you know, they had the quickness and the finesse.
It's a nice little spurt. You were just talking about Almont had a chance to cut it to 1 possession. Now they're down 9.
So far, Blue Devils come to play, answering after that tough loss.
Yeah.
And I will say, you know, it's good to see the Blue Devils a little bit of physical. You know, they're not being passive tonight. Nice play.
Good push up the floor. Schweiger has size advantage down low. Probably has about 2-3 inches on him. Get in there,
Austin.
Going to the corner to 2. Nope.
That's too easy.
Yep.
Going to be on 4. Shorman got him on the top of the head.
Yep.
And I'm not saying Austin's shot down here was a poor shot, but you know they got a chance here to cut it to 7. Coach Hall knows that he needs to keep his kids fresh if he wants to stay in this game.
Yeah. He's probably getting 2 out just to keep him from getting a foul on defense. If he has a chance to put him back on offense, he will. Here comes your big man switch, I think.
Yep. Connor checking in.
Nope.
Snyder checking in.
We're going to get them both together at this time.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a mismatch down there to be had now.
Yes, there is. Connor and Chapman talking to each other. There probably a mutual respect between a couple tough competitors.
Yeah.
Connor, nice little jump hook shot there. Knocks her in.
That's he's a load to handle down there.
He's deceptively quick.
Yeah. Right now, Richmond's getting buckets within 3-4 feet. You know, Almont is no.
That's a bad call. That's a bad call. He clearly moved that. The official looked up at the last minute. I think he got caught up running up on the court because it came so quick. But it is what it is. You got to move on, make the next play.
Oh, they're going to take Schweiger out with 2 now? That's his second.
Yeah. One of the hardest calls, I think, to make in basketball is that call that was just right there. I mean, you're talking a split second. You're talking, you know, Chapman, nice play, puts it off the glass, and then keeping that around 7. Blue Devils want to get her up past 9. They haven't expanded it beyond 9. But even if you're not fully planted, but you have position, you could get run over and be called for a charge.
Yeah.
That's not called a lot. I think it should be called more, especially if we bail out. If we bail out a player out of control, I think that happens a lot. But on the fly in basketball, I think that is the toughest call to make.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy sitting here making the call because I got a clear view of everything that's running. I'm not running up the court. Making sure I don't, A, run into the wall.
right on.
And B, look back and then see what's coming.
Right.
And the faster the team is, the more difficult it is.
Yeah.
It's like a travel call. Sometimes it's like, did he move that foot? You know.
I agree with you.
They got rid of the travel call in the NBA.
They did. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Austin, nice kick out to Snyder. Austin's done a nice job running the point. Oh, he had him.
Good effort over there. They had the trap, almost got the steal.
This is another one of those frustration, as a coach, frustration moment. You're up 9. We haven't been able to get it to 11, and we're not necessarily really taking advantage. We're doing well down here.
Yeah, just a little more patient on offense, because you can run some clock and run good offense. And the way that, Almont has had a lot of breakdowns tonight in their defense. So I think if you keep running it, you're going to get that breakdown. Oh, boy.
And one.
Oh, he tried.
A nice play.
Yep.
Runs it down, gathers himself, comes across the baseline. Good look by Snyder to get it up to him. They probably let him a little bit too much.
Yep. Oh, that was heads up by Crackfield there.
And I'm not saying a word about
that.
No, I jinxed him last time.
Oh, you did? You can't talk about his free throws.
No.
That's right. There you go. You see, you can't talk about it.
Not saying a word.
No.
Next time I see him, I still got to apologize for that.
That's right.
Bordeaux bringing it up, being guarded by Davion.
Well, you got your lead to 11.
Yep.
This is a critical point here for Almont. You want to stay here or cut it to maybe 7, whereas Richmond would love to get in at halftime, maybe up 14.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's jump shot.
Oh, he's just strong.
Yeah.
He's just
Good
strong.
job by Austin Warren.
Good time out there by
Great
Presnell.
timeout by the
Yep. Because they were going to probably break it because Austin was patient. He didn't panic. 10 seconds is an eternity. And Davion was doing the right thing to come back to him. So many times they come down court and they bail out on you and they don't come back to support you.
Right.
Good time out there because he hasn't had to use one yet. Hall's used 2.
Yeah.
I know of 2.
Right.
And you get, what, 5 a game? Is that the rule?
Yeah, 5.
Now, there isn't, I know in college, you have a timeout in the first half. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Correct.
But I don't think that's high school.
So what do you think Coach Presnell says to the team here? You hold it, maybe run down to the half, get a last shot if you can?
Yeah,
only take layups?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say run clock other than work the ball for the absolute best shot.
Let's not settle for anything
Yes.
that's contested or... There. Get in there, Connor. Got it.
Connor pushed down to the floor. Nice entry pass to Churchill. A little hard on the shot. That's probably in-game jitters. That adrenaline shot, you know.
Right, exactly. There you go, good.
Nothing but net. Nice rotation. There's 12.
This next possession for Almont is critical.
Rolls around and out. Yes, it is. With 1:11, you can keep it keep it under double digits. Right now it's double digits.
Another jump shot.
That's a quick shot.
It is. I got him.
See that, and I'm not saying that's not a foul.
Right.
But that was just as much the offensive player's fault as it was the defensive player's fault.
But they're going to err on the side with the defense.
No, they always do. I mean, that's been a foul ever since what's his name had the peach baskets.
Right, Naismith?
Yeah. .1 to go. 5-0 lead for Almont. Answered nicely by the Blue Devils. Blue Devils up 11. Want the best shot possible here again.
Yeah, don't settle for a contested jump shot.
Yeah, no fadeaways. That's Bordeaux. He's picked them a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Bordeaux from deep.
Oh,
They've had a couple go in and out tonight.
now you can settle for one here.
Yep. Either a foul and you're shooting free throws, you're running that clock.
I think if Richmond gets to the rim, they got to go hard because they'll probably get the call, and you can score a couple free throws at the end here.
A little bit of contact there. No, Presnell wanted the foul. You're probably not going to get that there. 9 seconds.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, we got bailed out. That's probably a good call. You usually don't see that a lot because of the scenario and the situation, but that's a good call. Is it a foul or isn't it? He was shooting a terrible shot, in my opinion.
Right.
You know, he didn't have a good look.
Right.
So the defense bailed him out by
Sure.
contesting a shot that you probably shouldn't have contested to that level.
Right. I think it's a great substitution here, getting Cracchiolo out.
Yep, you don't want
Chance to foul.
Yep, don't want to pick up a cheap one with only 4.4 to go. Davion here on the second shot. Rimmed in and out. Bordeaux. Risky defense there.
A little bit. You gotta let him go.
Yeah, because and they didn't foul. I mean, they
Correct.
played it smart. Still risky, but if they would have fouled there, they're on the free throw line cutting it down. It's what is it 9? It's 10, 11, 12 points. They could cut it to 10. It's still anybody's ball game.
Yeah.
Advantage Richmond though if they stay with this intensity. Keith Bartels, Scott Simmons, Tristan Dooley, Jason Robbins, Richmond TV YouTube channel. Check us out. We'll be back after this.
Hey, there we
There
go.
we go.
I can hear it. We're good.
Welcome back to the
We're good.
second
We're
half.
Good. We're good. There we go.
Welcome back, second half here. No time off the clock on an out-of-bounds play. It must have been an illegal screen. Marcus coming back in. He's in. He got out. He had those 2 fouls in that first quarter. Davion had a height advantage there. I'm surprised he didn't do a little jump hook. He was in deep enough. Bordeaux
Gonna go hard.
going to be challenged. Now,
I thought he hit the rim when the ball was up there.
well, I thought he hit the backboard, which I don't know. Is that interference? See, I don't know.
I thought it was. Good rebound.
But then again, in you're knowing this and learning this, that the shoreman short, follow your shot, unless you're Larry Bird. Clean block there. That Presnell's upset. I don't know who he's upset with.
I think he wishes that Shane Northam would have just taken the layup right away. Yeah, be a little more selfish there, get your points.
Step back, short. That's going to.
There you go. Got it. We have some technical difficulties here, folks. Stick with us. We're going to see if that duct tape works down there. There we go. Welcome back, Keith. You're also a maintenance man here. You're technical director.
Yeah. Electrician.
Right.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Bear with us, folks, so we get this stuff straightened out.
Perfect face for radio.
That's right.
So I don't know what I missed there, Coach. You can fill me in.
I don't know what we missed either. Not a lot.
But it's 9. It was 12 at halftime, so they have cut the lead a little bit here.
Right.
6-21. I know Almont wasn't happy with the slap backboard.
No.
I don't blame him.
We got a ball that got stuck in the rim here.
Right, which is a jump ball.
Jump ball, use the arrows, yep.
But no, that's why I was going down there to get our power back on, and he says, I'm not going to argue with you when you don't know the rule. What happened on that?
I don't think they switched the arrow because Richmond took the shot, got it stuck on the rim, so it's a turnover, I think, at that point. So the arrow stays. Still Almont ball, and the arrow still stayed with Almont.
Oh, that was a smart play there by
Marcus.
Yep, that was going to be over and back if he touched it on that side.
Good move.
I don't think that was a foul. I thought it was all ball. They didn't really get him with the body. He just kind of fell. Now,
One of those that looked worse
if he sticks with basketball and works hard, and he's in the program for the next 4 years as a freshman, he will get that call.
Absolutely. You're exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Yep.
Jump ball,
Richmond. Ooh.
white ball. Coach Hall's a little frustrated tonight, but he's coaching his kids there on the sidelines there.
He always has a little calm.
Nice play there by Shorman to get that in there. Nice pass.
There it is.
Layup to Northam.
Yeah, Coach Hall seems to have a calm presence about him. And I think the kids respond to that. You know, they're down 11, down 9, down 12. Still hanging around.
Well, they're not going to go away, and they're going to fight until the last minute. There's a lot of pride on that team, and he's instilled toughness there. Good block there.
Yep. 2-on-1.
You got 2-on-1.
Got to give it back. Oh,
Yeah.
you got pushed. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was easy to call there.
Presnell just said why to Marcus. I agree with Presnell there. That Northam, a little hard.
Adrenaline rush.
You know, that fancy, alley-oop. Take it to the hole, Marcus.
Right.
Hit that and do an and one. We're approaching the halfway point here. Blue Devils up 11. It was 12 at half. Chapman.
Good defense by Shorman. Good defense. Oh, we lost a shoe. There it is.
Nice pass by Northam over to Marcus.
Davion was able to get the shoe back on. Everything's good.
Yep. Marcus did a nice job there, not panicking, waiting for his nice pass.
That's exactly it. Just got to get to the lane and dish.
Yes. Northam is having a nice game here tonight. Schweiger having his hands ready.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to tell these kids so many times when you got guys that can look and dish, get them hands ready. Make sure those hands are ready.
The thing that you said about Northam, it's a quiet, nice game.
Yes.
Not turning the ball over, just possessing the ball, getting it to the right spots. I think at the end of the day so far, if there's one thing of regret was just make that one layup when you had a chance to. Just being unselfish.
Good D there. He cut him off.
That's a jump
Allowed
ball.
for the jump ball.
Very good.
That was by Northam caused that.
Yep.
Other thing, too, is he's not showy.
No, he's not.
He knocked down a three. He didn't do any of the three to the head or any of these gestures or whatever. Just play basketball.
Yep. Plays hard. Just goes out to beat the guy in front of him.
Yep. 30-second timeout here. Almont. 3:39 to go. Blue Devils up 13. Still within striking distance. I am impressed with the Blue Devils' intensity tonight. I was a little worried after the loss to Armada. Yeah. Would they be hanging their heads? Would they be blaming? Would they be together as a unit against a very physical team that will frustrate you, and
Right.
on most nights will beat you physically. And they've responded.
And they're making their free throws, which is huge. They're the first half 11 of 13. You got to take advantage of the free ones.
Yeah, and in my younger,
Good defense. Yeah, that's 5 seconds.
in my younger coaching days,
Yeah.
I used to get so mad at the officials, and you know, this call, that call, blah blah blah. And then the older you get, you're like you're thinking about those calls, but then you look on the charity stripe.
Yeah.
You lost by 2, but you shot 8 of 16 from the
Right.
free throw line.
Right.
So that's a lack of focus and preparation and practice on our end that had nothing to do with the officiating.
Richmond just ran a set, tried to get a high-low with Schweiger and Cracchiolo together. Couldn't get the dump down at the time.
He would have hit
Box
that. That
out.
would have been big.
Austin Warren had his guy boxed out.
Yeah. He's got to squeeze that a little bit harder. Almont showing good patience here after getting that. This is a second chance opportunity.
I think Richmond's happy keeping him on the perimeter right now.
Absolutely, letting them burn clock.
Yep.
That comes off.
Oh. Wow.
Good strength by both kids there. Schweiger got the final push there. Shorman to Shorman, said that a lot in the fall. Nice pass. He passed up a 3 there. That would have been an ill-advised shot.
That was like a fumble.
That would have been big if he would have hit that. Yep, and then that's the old
yeah.
frustration fall.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, just in that corner right there, I was coaching, and it was with Buzz Schmidt
Yeah.
and Joe Henninger, Joe Bear. We're playing Memphis, and we're up 2 with, you know, like maybe 40 seconds to go, and they're playing zone. We're like, work the ball, work the ball. It got to Joe in the corner, and he shoots the 3 with 40 seconds. We were like, no, and it's nothing but that, and then we were like, yes.
It's the worst shot in the world until it goes in.
Yes, it was. And then Joe, that's off Black.
Yeah.
Good hustle play. That did go off Levin's
Schneider.
chest.
Yep. Got a hand in there, deflected it.
But yeah, he jokes with me to this day that I knew I had it.
Right. Ooh.
And you've refed it with Didio, Mike Didio. His son was on that team,
Okay.
and he'll bring that up sometimes too.
Good hand. Boy, Richmond's hands are so active on defense today. Oh my goodness. This is a
Coach Hall's upset here about his kid's execution. Good scrappiness tonight.
Yeah.
Presnell normally, fairly composed and quiet on that sidelines, was pretty happy there with that effort. Again,
I'd be very content with this.
I would too. This is where Almont's patience.
Yeah.
That's a situation where you don't want to give an and one opportunity. He just teed up Connor. I knew it was coming. Yeah, he was. It's going to be an and one situation. Yep. 2 free throws in the ball out of bounds?
Correct. You got to administer the free throws as they occur.
So this is the and one.
This is the and one. And now you get the 2 freebies and then the ball out of bounds at the side. Yep.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't keep Chapman on the line.
Yeah, you just made
He
it,
just
right?
knocked one down. Yeah.
It worked out.
I'm going to stay in the booth.
Right.
So
Right.
I love Connor's enthusiasm, and I love his desire and his coach had him do it. He knows what he's doing, not me. That cuts it to 8 with the possession of the ball. But in that situation, and Shorman even grabbed him and kind of, the official came over and talked to him, was just trying to calm him down. And it was that last little jab, something that he said that the coach didn't tolerate. Just like that, it's a 6-point ball game.
Was 37-24. Now it's 37-31. 6-point game.
That's a 7-point swing. The 3-pointer the old-fashioned way, 2 free throws in a bucket.
Yep.
7 points. Now 40 seconds to go. Blue Devils got to respond.
Yep. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Almont got the ball too.
Yeah. But yeah, you need to stop here if you're the Blue Devils. Stop if you're the Blue Devils. Maybe get a bucket before the end of the quarter. You have the possession. Well, the situation there too with that technical foul, I think that knowing Connor, and great kid, academically fantastic, hard worker, you know,
Sure.
you'd want 12 of them on your team.
Right.
But his passion is a great strength, but it can be a weakness at times. Yeah. In that situation, you have 5 coaches on the bench. One of you need to yell at him to get him over to you, to get him out of that situation, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. But it kind of opens that door, you know, and give Almont credit. They walked right through it. You know, with a minute left in the quarter, they were down 13 points. Now, still 35 seconds, got the ball, and you got a chance to cut it to a one-possession game going to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A dominated game since the 5-0 Almont roll.
Yeah, right.
Now a ball game.
It is.
And that's why there wasn't any panic whatsoever on the Almont coach or kid's sign. There's 3 seconds.
Yep. Yep.
Was a foul. Called it on the ground.
Yeah, he did.
13.5. What was a Blue Devil game where they were building the lead and keeping it around 11, 12 for 3.
Back rimmed it.
3.7 seconds. I'm a little surprised there they didn't go to Chapman down low there. Schweiger's on the bench.
Yeah.
O'Connor or Graciola's on the bench.
Yep.
We haven't had an answer. They have some easy bunnies underneath, and I'm a little surprised you'd go for the 3 there. Man, you get a bunny there. I mean, you already have momentum. It's good if it goes.
Good effort.
Good effort. Blue Devils up 6 with 4. This is going to be an entertaining second half. Almont only 2 fouls. The Blue Devils 4. See how they respond to this late Almont run. 7-point swing. It was what is it now, 6? It was 13.
Yeah. Richmond has to find a way to come back out with the same defensive intensity they had the first 3 quarters. Well, 2 quarters and 7 minutes.
Yeah. They have to, at a minimum, because they've done a nice job, if not over, they have to match their intensity.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if they don't match their intensity, if they sit on this 6-point lead, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Got to play hard. Get to the rim.
Hall's done a nice job keeping his kids fresh. I think Presnell has as well. We're gonna find out here. The next 8 minutes are going to be intense. They're going to be high intensity, speed.
I think it's going to be tough on the officials because, like you said, it's going to get intense. Guys are going to get aggressive.
And it's their second game tonight.
It is, yeah. Interesting to see how much they let go and how much they call and maybe nip some things in the bud.
Shorman out top. Nice dish.
There it is. You called it.
That's exactly it right there.
I think you got to do that the whole fourth quarter. Commit to getting it down low and feed Schweiger.
Drive and dish.
Yep.
Drive and dish. That's a big bucket right there.
Correct.
That's a really big bucket.
I like Schneider out front harassing the ball handler.
He is a good athlete. I mean, he
just disrupts the offense.
Yes, he does.
This kid can shoot it.
There you go. You should have before the game even started.
Yep. You got to find 2 and make sure he does not shoot.
Cuts it to 5. 2-possession game. Almont in a man-to-man here.
There it is. Got to get to the rim. Schweiger again.
Schweiger again.
Schweiger can be a man down there right now.
No answer for him. Hall's not wasting any time. He thought he might be able to sneak some minutes to keep Chapman fresh. He said, get in. Stepped out of bounds.
Two's frustrated. He's had a really rough night. He got in foul trouble early. Hasn't been in the flow of the game. I think he's only got 3 points, and that's the last one right here.
Yep. I think that this has been a very well-officiated game. We are at 6:35, and there's only been 6 fouls.
Yep,
nice pass.
Yeah, and one. Look at
that. He's the X factor. The thing I like about the officials is we haven't had to talk about it.
Nope.
You know, there's some games where they make an impact on the game or have an impact on the game, and they've been good. They've been consistent. He completes the 3 the old-fashioned way, just like that. Blue Devils push it to 10. Schweiger time.
That's a great. Oh, nice hands by Schweiger. Nice decision to pull it back out.
Yep, not to force it.
Yeah,
a little too physical. That Chapman, he's not arguing.
No.
He knows he did. Good take. Oh, that's where you wanted to shoot.
Yeah.
That's where you wanted to be selfish.
Yeah. Must be a point, I'm sure Coach Presnell, it must have been a point of emphasis at the end of the quarter because they have made an effort to get the ball to Schweiger. It's paid off, but even there, when you said you want him to shoot, he's still trying to get down to Schweiger.
Yeah. Good spin move. There's 3 seconds. He's been in there a while.
Marquez says number 2. You gotta make sure you stay on him.
Black ball. You're up 10. You're okay with them being patient, methodical. It almost paid off for them. Well, the game's not over yet. Good take.
Yeah.
Uno foul, number 2 there. Schneider is 4th. Team 6.
That is the team's 6th foul. Active shooting. He'll be shooting from now on, though. They'll be in the bonus.
There we go.
If you're Almont and you want to climb back in this, you're going to have to make these.
You know, the coach took Schneider out because he's got 4 fouls with 5 to go, but I don't know. You know, Schneider is such a good on-ball defender.
Yes, he is.
You might as well use all 5 of them.
Yeah, he's disrupted things. See?
There it is.
Nice job following there by Davion. Almost Schweiger time again. And you know that you're going to watch the film on that. Yeah. Who bailed out Marcus? Northam.
Yep.
Ran to the open spot.
Yeah, after he got caught up in the trap.
Little Dean Smith 4-corner here. I don't mind going 4, but it's got to be 4 to score.
Yep. Nice job by Schweiger, get out of the corner. Yep.
He takes the ball to the hole well for a big man.
He did. You know, he went with purpose, too. It wasn't like a should I or maybe I will. 100% going to the rim, and he's either going to make the layup or get the contact.
That kicked off the back. Schweiger's had a good game. He was the answer to the Almont run.
He was. Lead back to 12.
Yeah, he missed both.
He did.
You want to put them away, make it like all over but the shout, and as the Blue Devils, you got to knock those down. Almont, you got to knock them down if you want to get into it. Timeout Hall, he knows it with 4:14 to go, down 12. It's been a very entertaining game. Blue Devils have been impressive with some execution and matching the intensity. Coach Hall's been frustrated tonight.
He has. Calm as always, but you can tell that there's some issues in terms of running that offense. They lost some defensive assignments early in that first half where Richmond got some really easy layups out of it, which we'll take.
Yep. I don't know where the Blue Devils go from here after this game, but there's no room for error. We talked about it at the beginning in the season, having 2 losses and chasing a very talented Croswell team. You know, you hope to get Croswell at home, defend your home court, which Presnell and the boys are doing a nice job of tonight, and hoping somebody can steal one from Croswell as well for you to be in contention. But you get that 3rd loss, I just don't see Croswell losing 3 times.
No. Like you said it every broadcast I've been with you. You got to defend your home court. You have to defend it.
Blue Devils and their help defense, Chapman. I'm surprised that's where they didn't go.
Yeah.
With that time in the left in the 3rd quarter there. He doesn't like the call, but
if anything there, Justin, I thought got there in time, but from the angle we're at, it almost looked like he was under the basket.
I'd like to see him get that
the half moon. It helped.
That's for player safety too.
It is. It's kind of clear and cut. Kind of makes that, it's black and white. Either they're in or they're out of it. Helps the referees out.
That's where in that little half circles where I broke my ankle my sophomore year. And I believe, and I still got to find it because I have all the articles and stuff, I know I played against your wife's brother.
Yeah.
Had to have been on the same court at the same time, his junior year.
Sure. And that was the game you did it?
Bay City John Glenn. No. That was my sophomore year against Penn Conning.
There you go. Look at that. Easy in. Oh, again. Almont losing people.
And
There's your coach. Yeah.
that about says it all tonight for Coach Hall.
How do you lose to the guy who's burned you for 8 points in the fourth quarter?
And credit Shorman for seeing him.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't the play. 3:26 to go. Blue Devils up 12. These are the mistakes. If you want to make any kind of run, you got to get rid of. And if you're Almont, you got to get rid of if you want to steal games on the court.
Yep.
Back into the ball game, number 11 for the Raiders, Jacob Ray.
Huh. It's kind of like token pressure right now. They're trying to get that trap, but.
And who's there and who got rid of it right away? Northam again.
Yeah, again. Oh, we lost the ball going up.
See, that would frustrate me.
Yeah, you don't really need to turn the ball over there. You got time.
Yeah. Chapman from deep. That's hard. Saw it when he left his hand. Corner. Gives him life with 5. Number 5.
Down to 9.
Koenig. 3 possessions with 2 and 36.
No.
That's
He got it.
He got
He
it.
had the same call in the first half.
It was. He wasn't established. That was.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, he just called a assistant. I don't know what this is. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
There's the first. It was on the assistant coach.
Yeah.
So he said now he's got a set. I don't know what he said, but he didn't take a liking to it.
But the call is exactly right.
The call was right.
Exactly right.
I mean, that was clearly over and back. I mean, that was even more
Clear.
egregious than the first
for
one.
sure.
And there's no doubt about it.
Now it's an 8-point game. They got the ball.
Yeah. Again, that's one of those situations where they don't know the rule.
And it's a 5-point game with 2.5 to go.
Just like that, they're back into it again.
Yep.
Now it's got to be Schweiger time.
Oh, kickball. Again, yeah. And I like having Northam. If they can get the ball to Northam in the middle of that press, he's got it at the top of the key. He's good with the basketball, make good decisions.
2 and 17 to go. This game just got interesting.
There it is.
Nice play, Shorman. Smooth,
huge,
under
yeah.
control.
Stretch it to 7. You don't want 2 shooting.
Yeah, he wants to.
Nope.
Schweiger, Northam.
Safe again.
Yep.
Quiet game, man, but he's getting everything right.
And those aren't the things that you see in the box score.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There he is.
Nice game.
And 1. Shoot, good try.
I know the Richmond faithful aren't happy. You know, I've heard some griping over here from Almont. This has been the officiating has had nothing to do with the outcome of the game.
No.
Clearly over and back calls.
Yep.
And that's one of those rules that fans just don't understand.
Right. Yeah, and that's the source of frustration.
Right. I don't know what was said. Something was said for him to tee him up. Probably can't say it on the air anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
8-point game with 1:46 to go.
Hands up, no fouls here, right?
Yeah, you don't want
want him to go in line.
Yeah, you let him shoot.
Yeah.
Don't contest that long.
Good job. Hang on to it. Relax. No, and yes. Nope. You could have run some clock there.
Yep, you're up 8. I'd be calling timeout. if I was Presnell, if they don't make this, I'd call timeout and
everything but go down.
Marcus is going to be shooting.
Yes.
55. Marcus will be shooting 1-on-1. Chapman trying to climb the ladder there, got caught. You're up 8. Minute and 20 to go.
Yeah.
You don't need the 3.
No.
You'd rather, especially with, we lost a 7-point. I mean, we lost 7
right.
points in one series.
That's right.
And this game has Schweiger and one. And that's going to be Chapman undercut him.
Yeah, that's going to be his 4th.
Schweiger time.
Yeah.
But again, Schweiger bailing us out again because you don't want to take that shot. You want to burn clock.
Right. Game could be over by now.
Especially with this, Almont runs off 10 seconds every time they have the ball on offense.
They do. Attaboy.
I'd like to see how many he had, especially in the 4th.
10?
Yeah.
At least? He had a huge 4th quarter. Don't touch it.
Timeout Almont, full timeout. 9-point, 3-possession game with 57.9. Now, you've been getting involved in officiating stuff. Is slapping the backboard a technical? It must not be.
Apparently not.
Because I've seen it in probably 4 games this year where it's never been called.
Right.
But the one time in this half, and they missed it, and this is what I want to talk to you about, but he slapped the backboard and it wobbled a little bit, the ball, and he missed it. I think you could call interference at a minimum on that.
Okay.
But here's what I want to say, and I didn't realize it until I got in conversations with you about officials and their positions, is officials, you'd be like, okay, when he hit the backboard, the Almont faithful was upset, it rattled around in the rim and came out, and you'd be like, there's 3 of you, I can't believe 3 of you. It's it. Only one person is assigned to that area.
Right. It's not 3 guys. Each guy is looking at their own specific responsibilities or their area.
Because if all 3 of them are watching the guy on the ball, then you got all kinds of stuff going on in a place that it shouldn't.
Right.
You're splitting the court into thirds.
Yeah, exactly.
And people don't understand. And I didn't even really think about it till you and I had that conversation. And just like on that block call, if you're running down the court, and the team's getting up and down the court, and that's your responsibility, you were looking down at the spot, the other 2 aren't going to pick it up because it's not their responsibility. Northern will be shooting 1-on-1. Schweiger trying to dunk it here.
Yeah, if you have all 3 officials on the court watching the ball handler, there's 8 guys unaccounted for. So you have your areas. And you're right, and those guys, most officials take pride in their work. They don't want, they're not trying to mess it up. They want to get it right. Attaboy, Shane. Absolutely no fouls if you're Richmond coming back.
Coach Dion yelling out a defense.
Just put your hands straight up and let them shoot it.
Yep, let them shoot it.
Let them go by.
Even let them take it to the to the rack. Don't challenge.
No fouls if you're Almont here either. I don't think you shouldn't. Slow down.
I think the difference in this game is the Blue Devils match in Almont's intensity and physicality. I think number 2 then would be free throws.
Yeah, free throws were big. No, don't do it.
Yep, just keep pulling it out. Almont is letting the time go off as well. Walk into with 1.2. Good sportsmanship there by the Blue Devils not to shoot.
Yep.
And good sportsmanship by the Almont by not, when you lose a hard-fought game and you think you're going to come in and upset them, they thought maybe Richmond was ripe for the picking.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Yep.
No cheap shots on either side. There's a mutual respect for the athletes of each team and the game. An exciting game. Blue Devils end up on the right end by 11. Very entertaining game, fun to watch. Blue Devils held court. Watching the exchange here between Presnell and Hall.
Sure.
I do believe there's a mutual respect between the two.
Yeah.
So it's a great night.
Fun.
January 24th.
Yeah.
Blue Devils ended their semester today.
Right.
Start a new semester on Monday. Almont didn't have school today. They're going to end their semester on Monday.
All right.
You also wonder, Almont didn't have school today.
Kids get out of their routine.
Kids get out of their routine.
Yeah.
Half days is bad enough for the Blue Devils this week, so your routine is screwed up a little bit. So the snow day or ice day today for Almont probably kind of a equalizer.
Right.
As far as the mental aspect of the game goes. I'm glad we were in school. I thought we should have been in school.
Right.
Roads were a little icy, but you drive slow.
Right.
It's like that first snow. You don't go crazy out there.
Exactly.
I'm not sure when we're on again, but I know one of these times there'll be a hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, for sure, great game.
Right.
Good luck to the Raiders the rest of the season, except for when they host us.
Yep.
Good job with the Blue Devils for coming out with some intensity tonight. Keith Bartels. Guy to my left is Coach Simmons. Tristan Dooley on camera always does a great job. Jason Robbins, our producer, does a great job. Check us out on YouTube channel, Richmond TV. I think it's TV 12. I'll find out for sure. We're going to sign off. Any last words, Coach?
No, go Blue.
Go Blue. Richmond TV 12 YouTube. Go Blue.